Welcome to This Explainer. Look, I am absolutely thrilled you're here with us today because we are going to dive into a highly actionable blueprint to get you in phenomenal shape using only what you already have around you. No gimmicks, no hidden costs. We're talking about a complete, zero equipment, full body transformation routine. If you've been waiting for a sign to start your fitness journey, well, consider this it.
So let me ask you something. Do you really need a pricey gym membership or expensive equipment to get fit? Think about it. Have you ever stopped yourself from working out simply because you didn't have access to a fancy facility or the latest machines? It's time to challenge that assumption, because honestly, it's one of the biggest, most pervasive fitness myths out there, holding people back from building muscle and improving their endurance.
The idea that getting in shape requires massive cable machines, heavy weights, and an expensive home setup? Complete myth. The actual truth is that your very own body is one of the most powerful workout tools you will ever have access to. And the best part is, it costs exactly $0. With the right exercises and a good dose of consistency, you can build strength, burn fat, and totally transform your body anywhere, whether you're at home, hanging out in a park, or traveling. Okay, here is our roadmap for This Explainer. First, we'll break down the 7-move bodyweight circuit. Then we'll talk about making the workout actually work, touch on fuel, rest, and recovery, and wrap up with the undeniable power of consistency. All right, let's dive into section 1, the 7-move bodyweight circuit. So here is your master cheat sheet. This incredible full-body workout is perfectly suitable for beginners, but it's easily scalable for advanced athletes too. This circuit targets every single major muscle group while simultaneously getting your heart pumping. From squats and push-ups to planks and burpees, we're going to break down each of these 7 movements right now so you know exactly how to execute them flawlessly. The circuit kicks off with the classic bodyweight squat. It's a fundamental exercise that works your legs, your glutes, and your core all at the same time. Now, form is absolutely crucial here. You want to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, keep that chest up, and lower yourself until your thighs are nearly parallel to the ground. Then push powerfully through your heels to stand back up. Aim for 15 to 20 repetitions, and hey, if you're a beginner, just focus on slow, deliberate form over speed. Control is the name of the game here. Next up is arguably the greatest upper body exercise ever created, the push-up. This brilliant move strengthens your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core all at the exact same time. The main goal is to keep your body in a straight, rigid line from your head straight down to your heels. Lower yourself until your chest is just above the floor and push back up. You want to aim for 10 to 15 reps. And look, if regular push-ups are a bit too difficult right now, no worries at all. Just modify them by starting on your knees or doing them against a wall. To balance out that intense upper body work, we move straight into reverse lunges. You'll step one foot backward and lower both knees until they form roughly 90-degree angles, then return to the start. Just alternate legs with every single rep, aiming for 10 to 12 repetitions on each leg. What's so amazing about reverse lunges is how they perfectly combine dynamic balance training with some really serious lower body strengthening. They absolutely hammer your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and your core. Now we shift gears a bit. Move 4 is mountain climbers, and this adds a high-speed cardio burst right smack in the middle of the circuit. You'll place your hands on the floor in a high plank position and drive your knees towards your chest one at a time as quickly as you safely can while keeping your hips incredibly stable. Keep this going for a solid 30 to 45 seconds. It's an elite cardio-core combo that also absolutely blasts the shoulders. All right, catch your breath for a second because we take it down to the floor next for the glute bridge. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet perfectly flat on the floor. You'll press through your heels and lift your hips until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Now, it is crucial, literally the most important part, to squeeze your glutes at the top before lowering back down. Perform 15 to 20 repetitions. This movement is a total game changer because it drastically improves your hip stability and strengthens the lower back, right alongside your glutes and hamstrings. After engaging those glutes, we're going to stay on the floor for the forearm plank. You'll keep your elbows directly under your shoulders, tighten up those abs, squeeze your glutes, and maintain a perfectly straight body position on your elbows and toes. You want to hold this for 30 to 60 seconds. Now, while a plank sounds simple enough in theory, keeping those hips from sagging is an intense, shaking challenge for nearly every single muscle in your core. It builds incredible endurance. Finally, we finish the circuit with explosive energy using burpees. You start standing, squat down, place your hands on the floor, jump your feet back into a plank, perform a push-up if you can, jump your feet forward and explode upward into a jump. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions here.
The burpee effectively trains your entire body and dramatically spikes your heart rate to finish the circuit strong. Moving right along to section 2, making the workout work. Let's talk about the execution protocol. Because having the moves is great, but execution is what actually yields the results. Here is the protocol. Once you've completed all 7 exercises back to back, you finish 1 round. Boom. You then rest for 1 to 2 minutes before repeating the entire circuit again. If you're a beginner, your goal is to complete 2 rounds total. If you consider yourself intermediate or advanced, you should really be aiming for 3 to 5 rounds depending on your current fitness level.
Now listen to me on this one, because there is a golden rule of fitness when following this protocol. Quality over quantity, every single time. Doing fewer repetitions with perfect, dialed-in technique is always, always better than rushing through sloppy, uncontrolled movements just to hit a specific number. Rushing dramatically increases your risk of injury, and to be honest, it actually decreases the effectiveness of the exercise. Never sacrifice your form for reps.
Which brings up probably the biggest question people have about body weight training. Well, how do I get stronger if I'm not adding heavier weights? It all comes down to the brilliant science of progressive overload, and you can do this without spending a single dime. To make the workout harder over time, you simply do one of 4 things. You increase the number of repetitions, reduce your rest time between rounds, slow down the lowering phase of each exercise to increase time under tension, or just add another entire round to your workout. You are gradually, consistently challenging your body to adapt. Let's shift to section 3, fuel, rest, and recovery, your nutrition and lifestyle. You've probably heard this before, but you literally cannot outwork a poor diet or a bad lifestyle, which is why your off-the-mat habits play a massive role in your results. There are 4 foundational recovery pillars you need to focus on. First, you need to eat enough protein to support muscle recovery. Second, you absolutely must stay hydrated throughout the entire day. Third, prioritize whole, nutritious foods over processed junk. And finally, maintain consistent sleep. When you pair this zero-equipment workout with these foundational lifestyle habits, your body is actually able to repair itself, recover faster, and perform exponentially better in your next session. And that brings us to our final section, section 4, the power of consistency, the real psychology of success. We've covered the physical routine and the nutritional habits, but honestly, none of it matters without the right mindset. Real fitness transformations happen through consistency, not perfection. So many people quit because they don't see massive, life-altering changes after just a week or 2. But remember, every single workout you complete is another step toward becoming stronger, healthier, and way more confident. The best workout isn't the one with the most expensive equipment. It's the one you will actually stick with week after week. Which brings us to the end of our explainer. But before we go, I want to leave you with a direct question to spark some immediate action. Look around the room you're in right now. Which space will you clear to start your transformation today? Seriously, you don't need a gym, you don't need money for gear, you just need a little space on the floor, a commitment to this routine a few times a week, and the willingness to let your body prove just how powerful it really is. If you enjoyed this explainer and want more simple, science-backed fitness routines, make sure to let us know. Now, go clear that space and get started.